Life does not always go as planned. Have you noticed? How do I know? Because I'm 48 years old and I've been married almost 30 years, got married young, have 4 kids, and have worked for myself for most of my life, which you could say makes life easier. But if you've ever been an entrepreneur, there's a lot of hats you wear. So there's a lot of things going on. Easier in some ways, not as easy in other ways. So, what happens when life doesn't go as planned? Well, recently some things happened to me that have caused me a little angst, mentally and physically. So, let me describe. First off, if you know me, I'm a go-getter and I make plans and I achieve my goals and things happen and I'm great at that 99% of the time. Sometimes, no matter how hard I try, things just don't quite work out. And I believe that's for a reason. And even though I know that, it's still kind of frustrating. So recently, this year, really, I had some business plans that haven't been working out. And I was so excited about these plans, and it's just not working. And so I fall back to the old things I do that work and go great and enjoy. And then I go back to trying the new things, and it's not working. There's delays and there's frustrations and it's just kind of making me crazy. And so I'm working on my mind because that's all I can control, right? How I'm seeing it and how I'm thinking about it and how I'm feeling about it. Well, while I'm going through some major frustrations with my company about some growing pains, the rug gets pulled out from under me in my private life. Now, when I say that, nobody died or like nothing like that. All right. But it was still traumatic to me. And the news was delivered via text, which was even harder to handle because I felt like that person probably should have called me and delivered the news gently, but that didn't happen. So the business thing is not quite working in the new way I'm hoping. And the personal life is the rug gets pulled out. And I had a bad day. It's true. I did. I don't normally have bad days. Why? Because I was frustrated that what I wanted wasn't working. What I had planned for my business wasn't working. What I had planned for my personal life wasn't working. And I wanted it to work. And I feel like there's nothing I can do because some of these things are out of my hands. And so, you know what? Usually I ask myself immediately, well, how would you rather feel or reprogram your mind? I just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna be frustrated for a little while because I'm mad. I'm mad about this. It's not going the way I want, especially the personal thing. Like I was so sure, and then it just everything changed. So the next day, I decided to stop my pity party and do some mind work and get back on track. But here's the interesting thing. The subconscious mind is different than the conscious mind. While I decided consciously to knock it off, subconsciously, oh, my subconscious was having a field day. Now, I didn't know it. Subconscious is subconscious below the surface. And so I wake up the next morning and my eye is like swollen shut and puffy and hurting. And I'm like, what is going on? So I get out my handy dandy book, Messages from the Body and Their Psychological Meaning, and I look up infection because I believe my eye is infected. And it says irritation, annoyance, and anger that has now gone over the top. Yeah, I would say that's where I'm at. Oh, yeah. So, what do you do when that happens? Well, of course, you can go to a doctor and get medicine, and that's great. And I did that. And I started working on my mind to chill out because sometimes you just can't control everything in life. You just can't. No matter how hard you want things to work in a certain way, Sometimes they just work how they're going to work. And a lot of times they work better, but we just don't see that from where we're at. So the moral of the story is, first, I'm human, because I know I'm always telling everybody life is so great. I'm still human. But your body reacts to your life. And so when you're having struggles with your body, I want you to also think of what's going on in your life and what's going on in your mind, because what's going on in your mind affects what's going on in your body. And it might be totally in your awareness. You might see the connection, and it might be totally out of your awareness. Like, where did that eye infection come from? Well, yeah, the explanation of the emotions that can cause a physical reaction like that were quite clear and accurate. So your body and your mind are connected. And when your body is misfiring, malfunctioning, look to your life, look to your mind. What is going on there? And what can you do about it to calm yourself down, to be in a more peaceful and a balanced state? Of course, you can use my work and get in that place. One of the things that I offer is I teach people how to do my work, so that, just like I've been doing right before this call, I was doing some work on my mind. You can do the work for yourself, because life happens. It's crazy out there. It's crazy what's going on in the world. And it's also sometimes crazy what's going on in our internal world. And then bring the two of those together, and it's like the perfect storm for all this malfunction in our body. So if you'd like to learn how to retrain your brain to keep your body and mind happy and healthy and peaceful and balanced, not 100% of the time, because, we're all human, but most often, I'd love to teach you how to do what I do. So just jump on a free 30-minute call with me. Let's talk about it, and let's see if you learning my work would be your best solution. I'd love to have a conversation. And remember, the next time you woke up with your eyes swollen shut or something weird, maybe you didn't sleep funny on your pillow. Maybe it's something going on in your life. What's going on in your life, and what can you do to make it better so that your body feels better? It's amazing how our body, mind, and spirit are all one. And when we work to heal all three, we get better, we feel better, we feel more balanced and peaceful in life. And that's what I hope for you. And I hope to talk to you soon. I'm Jenny Harkleroad, owner of Balanced You.